Hey YouTube, today is December 23rd, 2020, and this is an impromptu biter battle contest between Team Omni and Team IronAxe. It's a Wednesday at noon Central, and as an impromptu, I was just invited to come cover this match. Apparently, since last year's since last year's contest with the Comfy guys and and all of the brackets and all that fun that we had, a small contingent has been continuing on in the biter battles, and the community has grown. Today's match will be covered in 1.0. We haven't yet had a biter battle scenario that takes us into 1.1. But this small community has been running some biter battles, and they've got a community here, and they've got some teams that want to compete. So, man, I'm happy to be involved. The couple things you can go over there. I'll put a link in the description to I guess it's the Raven Discord. They've got some interesting things going on. I think they've got a 24/7 server that runs all the time. You can just jump in. They've also got a system where there's team captains that go up against each other, and they do picks the same way you might have done on a schoolyard playground and played dodgeball, where every team captain gets to pick a player, and then they just go duke it out on the field. It's pretty interesting concept. Today is pre-selected teams, so it's Omni. Team Omni and Team IronAxe. OmniAttero is his full name, and then IronAxe is led by, I think, Patrick. There's a couple other streamers that are broadcasting today. You can go pick them. Also, if you want to be part of this live, you can go to twitch.tv/ClownTown. Links in the description below. I don't really post on Twitter anymore, so make sure you hit that notification button on Twitch to let you know when I go live. You can also join my Discord. My Discord link is in the description below, and you can be a part of the community that way. And I also post an at everyone notification in Discord when I go live. So between those two, should be able to pick up to be a part of the live audience. Otherwise, if you want to check out any of the other biter battle content or FFF commentary, you can go back to my YouTube playlists and enjoy all those. I think they're buttoned up in a few playlists accordingly. And with that, let's get to the match. All right, we will take it from here. All right, so it looks like this map is okay. We got a little bit more of the map now. There's no iron, no pure iron. This is looks like a really big mixed ore patch, good for a starting area, and probably not good for a long term. Copper and coal and stone look good, but interesting that the map is mirrored, but not rotated. So if you're noting this here, the coal. If it was just mirrored, coal would be on the right side for both teams. But if it was also rotated, coal would be rotated over here. That way, the orientation of the builds would kind of match for each team. Otherwise, one team may be at a disadvantage. I'm curious as to know why that didn't carry forward from earlier from our last few. Oh. Looks like first team has found iron way out here, 412K. All right, it's a little outside, but that should be fine. Okay, good. Clutch found that, so it'll be located over here. I'm used to going cross map. I gotta ask that question for next time. Ooh, this is handy. A little bit of oil that they could just tap into to get oil moving once they get fluids unlocked and get up through flame turrets. Curious to know if the flame turrets, or if there's been any changes for damage or flames or anything like that, because flame turrets seem to be a really big step in this game. It's like teams are not going north-south; they're going more east-west. I found another mixed ore patch. I don't know if that'll help them. Oh, this is good. This is good for potentially good for science. And again, the goal of this map is is for each team. So if I'm on Team South, my goal is to build up, train up, tech up, get as many science packs as I can, not only to build up my own tech tree, but also send science packs across the water to build up the threat and the evolution of the other team's biters. And so their biters become more powerful and more frequent, and they attack more, and the end goal is to destroy the other team's rocket silo by biter attack. And you can see the two values up there, evolution and threat. You can watch the threat level will go up just a little bit, causes biters to attack, reduces when biters are slain, right? So this will go up just ever so slightly in the beginning of the game. As evolution goes up, the rate of threat will go up as well. So over time, this will increase exponentially. And evolution will just slowly tick up, and it is also harder and harder to get higher evolution. More science packs will be needed at higher levels. Some sort of statistic like the number of science packs thrown between 0 and 90 equals the number of science packs needed between 90 and 100. Something crazy like that. So you will need to continue to expand exponentially. Looks like they've got both teams have their first starter pack. This is pretty handy, having a coal patch that you can put a nice size. I guess you'd call it a recursive build here. It's interesting that they didn't go 8 here instead of 6. Right, I can just slide the whole thing upwards and do 8, and consume all of that. 14, 15 iron. No copper yet. Stone. Let me see here. They've got a mix here, about the same number, maybe a little bit less, plus copper. A couple biters have already come in for each team. You'll see them start to trickle in because that threat will just keep going up. Yep, pretty important just to get to go up and get turrets early on. Looks like Clutch is going to start his own outpost out here. That might be good because if he can set something up here and build the iron and bring all that back to base. Otherwise, this iron looks... look here. Not only does this iron look is going to be hard to get because of the mixed ore patch, but look, it looks really thin through here. Yeah, so look here. There's thousands or so on the ground as I hover over my mouse, but look here. 89, 75. This iron is going to be gone very quickly. In fact, I might have elected to start my starter base there because that is a temporary iron. Whereas if you plop down an electric miner, you kind of want that to run for a little while. Either way, it looks like they're running onto it. Or we're going to see very quickly that if these are going to run out. We shall see. Let's check out on Umbral going on. This is interesting. They have Team North has what 4 working on Central. Neuro is going out looking for. Oh, they put some. These are borders. I didn't realize these are chunk borders to avoid the map. Just map sprawl, I guess. Oh no! Fog of War. Okay, okay. They just marked the. That is interesting. I wonder what the purpose of those chunks are to be done like that. Maybe it's map rendered. It's in memory but not revealed yet. So that the black is not in memory, but those are. Interesting. Loading the border in chunks. Just never seen it represented graphically that way. By the way, these little scraps on the ground, little pieces of shipwreck. If you can fight your way through the worms, you'll occasionally find you You'll occasionally find little bits of scrap. It might be a gear or some copper cable or an iron or a copper, or in some cases it'll be, you know, like a circuit board, a green circuit board. You're not going to find like a power armor Mark II in these wreckages, but you'll find little low level random pieces in it. Interesting that Neuro's going so far out here. I'm not sure what he's looking for. But it's interesting to see the strategy of 2 outposts, east and west versus south, whereas there's 4. Let's see. We made it. So everybody needs to go get a fish, and we pulled up a turret. Also, looks like everybody needs to. I wonder if they have military yet. See if they need to go throw down a machine gun. Not yet. Need this one. See how far they are between there. Oh, there. All right, science is running. Looks like they have enough resources. Second lab and a machine might not be a bad thing. And thank you, Veldak. 12 months, man. I've shut off all the. I figured out how to shut off all the alerts for the recording. Thank you very much, man. Part of the live audience. All right. Looks like more coal. I might have thrown down coal there and there because it's closer to this city. This one they're gonna have to pull up anyway because of probably because of this power. So this might be in the way. But how many do they throw down here? 14. I bet you we could fit 14 right here. 8 and 8. And have it right close to the starter base. Ooh, bunch of biters in here now, and and spitters too. They've crossed over. No, spitters are part of. It's 0, I guess. They need to get their military done so they get at least a machine gun, a couple turrets down. That'll be their next one. Yep, there they go. Whereas. Let's see, yeah, south is well on their way. Yeah, see, south is I would say south's going to pull ahead here pretty quick because 3 science machines, 3 assemblers with all automation on it. They're going to run through the red science pretty quickly, and they've got it looks like they've got their plan ironed out. It's interesting that they're doing this with 3 players. These guys are doing it with 4, and they're still ahead. I mean, I say 3 players. There's 2 other ones, but they're not. None of them are adding to science. They're building their own outposts. One east, one west. Huh. Pop, 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 pop. They should be all right. And they should have machine guns by now. That's an easy right click. Also, probably the next one they probably need to throw down is an assembler with some iron, assembler and some iron for some ammo to feed this turret. So they've all thrown their ammo into that one, but they should have some pocket ammo as well. Probably their next step. Hey, there's a machine gun. Now we're good. Now we're going good. Now they got some machine guns. Pop, 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 pop. These guys have a massive starting area, which is good, but they are behind in science. Team North. But they've got their military going right now. It should. They got 2 or 3 more potions, and they should be fine. Yeah, 5-on-5, but that's how it always is, Veldek. Used to be 3-on-3, right? 20 people on the island, 6 in game. Pocket sand. No, so just to recap for those who are joining in the live version, this is not there's not a bracket like we had. I don't think it's a continuing season or anything like that. It was just an impromptu. Hey, we're gonna have a match, pre-selected teams. We're gonna try and start this thing again. First production line is going up. This seems good. Oh, we're just out of fuel here. Axel needs to get over here and just throw down some. He probably needs to put some more steam engines over there. That's the sound for I need 2 new steam engines. People on the island, they are just viewers and admins. Well, not viewers, streamers and admins. So Vorsh, Shard, and I think one other person is streaming it here other than me. And then I think Typical Guy, Mystic, Amber, and maybe one other one is an admin. And if you're an admin and you're needed through the match because there may be some issue that you need to either make a judgment call on or reset something or whatever. There's almost always a need for an admin to adjudicate. And they're handy when it's not good when you don't have any. Aye. Hey, Pied Piper. Yeah, welcome, man. Good stuff. Always down for a good biter battle match. Even 5-5. I can't remember what, for the life of me, I can't remember what the pacing was at the very end, because we had some really high level players playing in the last Comfy tournament that they had some time benchmarks that they would hit, and we would see we would have a benchmark of by 8 minutes this is happening, by 12 minutes this is happening, by 15-20 minutes happening, etc. Okay, Piper's the organizer. Be organizing more teams. Hopefully have more brackets going. Hey, great. Okay. Raven is a ringer for either team. Okay, neato. All right. So, and for the life of me, I can't remember what the pace was, but at least in the first, kind of in that first, that last Comfy season, we saw a lot of, we were able to kind of mark, like, look, if Team A was going up against Team B, and Team B had their first science throw at 12 minutes, their next science throw at 16 minutes, science automated first smelting up by 18 minutes. Like, you had these benchmarks that you need to hit, and you could kind of tell in a previous match. You could tell in a previous match that, hey, Team A is not really hitting these times, so they're going to be outmatched in their upcoming match. So, but it's been so long, I don't remember what those time benchmarks were for some of the best teams. Look, all right, this is going to be, they're going to get path blocked, and they're going to already start hitting on the wall for a minute. There you go. All of them are spitters. Rip wall. They should get the red exclamation point, but that's hard to notice until once this one goes down, they'll get the beep beep. Boom. All right, now they just got the beep. And he's got a wall on his icon. Oh, interesting. All right, here we go. They came through the wall. Guns there. So I'm just going to clean them up. Let's go look at south. Oh, they've cut the power. They've doubled up red. Ooh, they're almost through steel. It's good. Been tinkering with balancing. Oh, okay. Yeah, you put an icon next to your name. That way, I guess you could always see it, right? Slapocreeper. That's a good name. Team South. I guess we should read these out. Team South, KJPhoenix, Clutch 331, familiar name, Omni, Slapocreeper, and UmbraVulpes. Familiar name, Neuro66 for Team North, Axel, Xorium, Ximoltus, and Finnfol. I think there's a shout out for Ximoltus. I think he's a streamer too. He's hosted me a few times. Ah, yeah, there you go. Playing Factorio. I think teams don't do this enough. Throw down a starting radar. Radars are cheap. They consume a little bit of power. 300 kilowatts is a bunch for early game, but I mean, when you're, you know, if you can do this by throwing down, say, one of your steam engines accounts for your radar power, maybe do that. What they should do here is throw, as at least for these four, throw some electric miners right here, right four, and feed those directly in. That would save them some hand feeding time for sure. You could even reach one electric miner that goes right into a box, and then a wooden box, and the box throws a burner inserter to feed that one. Then you've now successfully automated your power for a one-time cost. That's not a bad plan. It's a speedrun technique where if you can get power right on if you can set up your boilers right on the border of coal, run some electric miners right off of it. That way your electric miners feed straight into coal, and then you forget about it. And I don't remember if this is a squeak through or not. If a player can fit through there without having an underground pipe, I cannot remember if that interface allows squeak through. I don't think that one does. But I don't know about the interface between. Oh, they're out of ammo. But they've got players to account for it. So here we go. So Team North is now gonna catch up on science. Well, they need to hit the button. There you go. Science was dead in the water. They need to just select the next several. They're out of copper in this. Oh, they've thrown it directly in. Yeah, 30. Okay, they're good for a little while. Oh, mansies. Okay, we'll go ahead and put their links in chat as well. Excuse my eye drops. I'm about to drop in this eye. I'm not sure I would I'm not sure I would wait for this smelting. Oh, look at the cost of getting this. See, this is good, but that what's the time on this? 22 minutes to get all the way out here and get your first set of science going, and it's not running. That's the problem. Oh, it's not running because are they done with red? No, they're not done with red. They're just going for military 2. Man, I would suggest grabbing Steel Axe and grabbing some of these bonuses here at least. I wouldn't get stuck on military 2. Who's in charge of science? Oh, they got biters through and lost some hand-fed coal. All right, South is not making any effort to get a line going. Need some boards here. This looks like a mall. Maybe this is the science. He's got fast inserters. Oh, man. Ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Need fast inserters. Could be waiting on those yellow inserters. All right, here comes copper for north. Need some night vision. I need some night vision for spectators. I haven't figured out how to put that in. Remember the eye drops? It did nothing for the smell. What? Is this map? Have the players seen this map before? It's one of the questions I had. I know that for the previous season with Comfy, the players never saw the map until I think they might have 4 minutes to look at the map before it's go time. Oh. Barely in turret range. That's lucky. Barely in the turret range. See, here's the hard part, is they need to make sure that none of this belt is broken. Doesn't look like it is. Power. Uh-oh. Look at those inserters slow. Oh, the turret down. That's bad. Turrets take a lot of armor. Not a lot of iron. I was thinking, have they built armor yet? Turrets take a lot of iron to build, and they also have a kind of a long handcrafting time. Yep, somebody just looked at it and went, uh-oh. See, this also would not be a bad place to throw throw a radar out here, but power is hurting because they're out of coal. Need some electric miners on this piece. Those two you could throw in direct feed, and the rest of these you could belt over. What's up, Dorfus? Yeah, I did like that one too. That in a previous Veldak was saying in the previous season, what we would do was we would pre-roll 3 maps. We would pre-generate. The server took a little while to generate them. They would generate 3 maps up to a certain point, and then they'd present them to the captains, and each captain got a veto. Right? You would say, and I would, if I got first pick, I would say, well, I don't want that map, and then the other captain got a choice between the remaining 2. That was an interesting way to do it. I did like that. It was also done. It was also done for kind of time's sake, because the server does take a little bit to generate chunks, because chunks are kind of pre-generated. As you can tell, the map, whatever the generation of the map needs to happen, it has to double that identically on the other side. So it's not just a random map, a lot like when you hit the button and you're looking for a good default settings map. When you're just re-rolling and re-rolling a map gen, there is some parameters to give it, and it did take a little while. So they would pre-generate 50 chunks in here, and three saves. They would throw down 3 pictures of a map. They'd throw them all in Discord. Everybody look at them, and then they would choose one. Interesting way to do it. Yeah, there's your grenade. All right, so Team South has now grenades, which is a really big. It's a big advantage. Grenades do, just straight out of the box, grenades do one-shot kill to all small biters. So small spitters, small biters. One-shot kill grenades. For mediums, I think they're 3-shot kills. Still pretty good, and it weakens them quite a bit. Let's see if they've done their. So this is vexing me pretty. Okay, here we go. They're doing it now. I was gonna say, look, this is easy money running through these two. Extra damage and extra shooting speed. Damage particularly. Just hit harder with your ammo. That will go a long way to saving a ton of ammo and a ton of iron. Different. So I think there's only really one. There's only a couple differences. One is the maps are not. They're mirrored but not rotated. Remember how if we were doing the same thing as last time, coal would be on opposite sides here. Right. That's not happening. It's just mirrored north south, not east west. And then Pied Piper did come in and just say that they've been tweaking with a little bit of balance, so they've upped the evolution and mutagen totals by 150% on normal. They've cranked it up a little bit to make it a little more a little harder to get out of that early stage. Otherwise, I don't think there's a ton. Remember, so you see by the icons, we're not in version 1.1 yet. So we don't have some of the niceties, which is just a lot of what was there. Spidertron may or may not be in the game. Actually, let me look. Spidertron is in the game. Okay, if we get there. Artillery isn't. Nuclear fuel is. Atomic bomb is not. So. Oh, we got big attacks coming in the north. One of them. All right, that batch should hit these turrets, and ammo's good, so we should be okay. Axel's going to go over to help. Hits him with a grenade. Should be good. Actually, if I were Axel, I would have left that for the turrets. That would have been fine. That Spidertron's it's a high bar, man. I don't know that anybody would. I don't know that we would get there, except on rare occasions. 2,500 utility yellow science. That's a freaking long way, man. All right, T plus 31 minutes and 27 seconds for the first pair of throws. Oh, my inventory's empty. All right, mutagen log. There we go. 31 minutes. So they've thrown south through to Team North. So, oops, for the first time, you will now see that these two values will start to diverge. So now Team North's evolution is at 17%, and their threat is going to go up exponentially. Yeah, so hey Ziggity, and hey Real Zuck. Oops. So let's pull up the BB points. So what this means is that the next thing we will see is that what 20% we'll start to see medium biters. And then 25%. Actually, we see small spitters early on, so that evolution must have changed because there are already spitters coming at us. Okay, unless they're left over or something. See, there's no spitters in here in this batch. Interesting, but we saw spitters over here in earlier game, but no spitter corpses over here. Well, then now I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. See, there's a small spitter, but the evolution chart says that they don't start until 25% evolution. Interesting. Okay. And for those of you just joining us in chat, the object of the game is to generate as much science as you can. Team North versus Team South. If I'm on Team South, my job is to generate as much science as I can to, one, not only go up my tech tree and improve my game, but two, I can throw some of these, throw the science onto Team North's biters to make them more powerful and more frequently attacking. And, oh, look, pipe wall. And out of ammo, these, oh, look, medium biter. Oh, look, evolution does not follow that chart anymore. Medium biters at 17%. Chart says it's at 20%. Oh, this is a big attack. I should deal with it if they have a bunch of grenades, but 3 turrets down, that's not cheap, and they're right next to their iron. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Xorium's going to drag them in front of the turrets. Now here's the problem: is that they're going to win this, but there's no replacement turrets here. There is undoubtedly an attack coming right behind this one. That's now an established channel that the biters will attack through. This should be. Oh, clever girl! Look at here. They're using a container, using a turret as a container for inserters. Instead of putting one box here and trying to do 4, they put in. They're using a one inventory spot of a turret for the containment. That's the way you do it. Good job, Axel. Most innovative. So what should be worrisome? So here's a big attack. It's coming through the center. There are some turrets there. I don't know that 3 will be able to do it. They do have enough ammo. We'll see. It's going to get to them. Oh, Spitter's going to take them out. Spitters are murder. There was too many biters up front for the turrets to get into Spitters. Yeah, they're gone. See, that's what's confusing to me is the old chart shows that Spitters aren't until 20% evolution, but here we are at 17, and they're coming. We also saw them under 10. The Spitters have attacked both sides, so I'm confused now. Maybe that's part of the balancing. That's part of the discovery that we're part of the differences between the two sides. Yeah. Hey, Tui? I don't think that's correct anymore, Tui. I think they've these guys have been working on balance. Medium biters start at 20%. No, well, I'm seeing. Well, no. What I'm seeing. Why are we seeing medium biters right now then? Is it left over from the previous map or something? Sometimes mediums at 15. Yeah, so this chart is from the chart that I reference here in chat is from the Factorio wiki, and it says 0 at 15, some at 20. So evidence on the field refutes that claim. It does look like South is ahead. They seem to be one farther in their tech tree. 2, they've thrown more science to the north. North is a little on their heels, but they do have an assembly line running. If they can hang on through some of these bigger waves, and this is bad because now there's not a turret in here. Their turrets are gone. And Xorium is going to get hit. He's down. Those turrets are down. Anybody have a grenade? Axel does. See, and if you get on your heels like this, it's Axel with the shotgun. Shotgun's very handy if you can channel the biters right in front of you. Shotgun does a bunch of damage. See, here it is. They get on, a team will end up getting on their heels and not be able to recover. They can survive and survive and survive, but they're not making any progress. What needs to probably happen is replacing turrets here and here, and more than just 3. It probably needs to be 8 at this point, because they're so numerous that I mean, essentially the timing has to be such that before the spitters get up there to do their job, all of the biters have to be dealt with, and that does take a lot of turrets hitting a lot of biters at the same time. So probably they're at the level of 8. Yeah, and if players can get to flame turrets, if they can get up to the tech tree, let's see, if they can get up to what? This? Yeah. This guy here, which is up through military engines, automation, fluid handling, through oil, and get this guy flame turrets, get some engines going, and then get a good source of oil, they can last a long time, which looks like what Omni's going to do. He's going to put a wall up here. They do have a little bit of oil, and while it is probably a good idea to put some turret lines in here, what he really wants to do is if they can tech up fast enough. Oop, this may... Yeah, see, there you go. Out of ammo. One grenade will take care of most of it. There's one left. Don't throw a grenade. Just shoot him. There you go. Look here. These guys just hanging out. No problemo. Longest game we've done is, I think we said 4.5 hours or so. At least a 3-on-3. Some of the bigger ones go on for 10, 12 hours or so, something like that, something crazy like that. I've played in a few of them, but it ends up in a few of the public ones. It ends up being a lag fest. I get invited all the time. And I end up playing 2 minutes behind because there's 400 people in the server, and it's just not a good experience. Something like this, where if we fielded a team of 3 to 5, it would be good. But then we need some practice time and some prep time so we can get out here and embarrass ourselves. Have a strategy, have some practices, and all that. It's just a matter of time. So UmbraVulpes is throwing down military science. So I wonder how he's going to make his own labs, maybe? You put some labs there. Can that work? Is he going to belt them back or hand carry them back? It'd be interesting. Or is he just going to throw them? He could just consume and throw them. Or maybe a mixture of the two. Here we go. Phoenix died, but oh, what? He died in open field. Hey. Wrestling. Looks like these are kind of maxed out, man. I was going to say these are running at peak performance. They probably need to double this up pretty soon. Or they're going to start running behind. Specifically when they turn these labs on. These labs 60 kilowatts a piece, and they're going to put down probably looks like 12 of them. They might or maybe 3 rows. You might run up 3/4 of a meg or a meg of power, and then that power spiral will start dragging you down very quickly. So what they're dependent on is this power runs these miners, which looks a little sparse as it is, and if these miners slow down, then there's less power here, and then it slows that more down and power, and it spirals down, and the whole machine grinds to a stop and stops the rest of the base. Plus, these inserters are electrical. They're not the burner inserters. They also need power to run. It's kind of dangerous. One of the ways that you can delay a power brownout is if you're still on yellow belt here. It doesn't work on anything but yellow belt. But if you're still on yellow belt, you can put some burner inserters right here, and defend a little while longer against a brownout. Because those inserters will slow down, and that spiral will spin down really quickly. These guys still have not got any turrets up here. And they are fighting in the trees. They got turrets out here. This is good. I like this. I would probably put one more space out here, but this is good, using stone furnaces as wall. Thumbs up. That's a great strategy. And also I do like using gun turret as a container. It's pretty interesting. The only problem with that is it's one slot. It's not like you could throw 3 stacks of ammo into a turret. Yeah, it only as a container it only is 1 stack. But this is better than not having stacks at all, and it's a nice arrangement. See, look, it's already out. It's not only shooting, but it's also giving up its ammo as well. But all in all, a pretty innovative strategy. I like that. That's something we hadn't seen. Okay, this is good. They've at least rebuilt some of this wall. They doubled it up. And one of the strategies I saw that was pretty effective was putting one space in a gap in between the turret and the wall, so that the biters couldn't reach over. So that may be one that this team might incorporate for next time. Just a gap. Make the wall, instead of having the wall tight around the turrets, just expand it just a little bit so that there's one gap. Because I think biters the biters themselves can reach over and start hitting the turrets. Otherwise, if they can't, they'll start beating on the wall. And the wall is way better to beat on than a turret, right? That's 350. See, look, the turret is damaged. The wall is not. Where do you want your damage happening? You want your damage on the wall, not the turret. So here's your object lesson. This is how it is that this turret has 160 health because those biters are reaching over this wall. So you need a gap. I don't know. I've been looking for that too. I don't know where the someone in chat just asked, is Team North storing potions? I don't think they are. This just kicked on. This just started running. They have not improved their power situation, so I expect them to begin to slowly spiral downward on power as these guys slow down. They will produce less and less. Uh-oh, this is a big attack, and it looks like it's in between the turret gap. If it goes any north, there's only one turret here with 4 ammo right on the silo. Oh, looky here. Okay. They went ahead and took out their turrets. Give them some, oh, it's a large number of mediums. This is actually good that the mediums went over here and attacked this bank of turrets, because if they had kind of come a little bit more north, there was not much here other than Axel to defend, and he is out. He is out of ammo, and he's going hand to hand, and he's broken the power. Uh-oh, that's no good. He's broken the water. Oh, look at that! They killed the turret, and then they got distracted by this other turret. Completely missed the silo. That is lucky. It's going to buy him another couple minutes worth of existence. No such trouble on the south. So this, yeah, oh, here we go. Let's keep it right here on the silo for. Yeah, spitters are coming over the wall. They're at 3,000. This appears to be GG, as nobody has their corpse. Axel's resigned to it. Axel looks like he is down. Too many. 2-3 of the team North is down. Too many to count. 400. GG. Oh! It explodes full of fish. I didn't notice that last time. I was wondering what was all on the ground. Oh, that's nice. It wasn't. It's no longer fireworks. It's fish. That's nice. It's full of fish. Oh yeah. See, now you can go over and grab the fishes. Yeah. 150%. That's it's hard to stop. Yep. There you go. It says it's normal, but it's 150% evolution of the mutagen. Well done. Well done to Team South. Omni. GG, he writes out. Well done. KG, Slapocreeper, sorry. Apologies. Clutch. And UmbraVulpes with his triangle wall of turrets. Oh, good deal. See, look at that. It looks like somebody took a bite out of that smelting line. Slappy crappers. Yeah, don't recommend that. This is interesting. I have a question. Yeah, so here's my question. Okay, questions is why is it mirrored and not rotated? That's interesting. It might actually present a disadvantage. Second question is what is Neuro doing way out here instead of helping at the base? To that point, what is Umbral and Clutch doing? Let's see any labs. I saw maybe they're the attackers. Maybe that's the deal. Is everything in here is for the tech tree, everything out there is for offense, and maybe that's the strategy. Let's look at the mutagen log. Where is it? Yeah, Neuro did throw. Okay, yeah, maybe that's got to be it then. Neuro did throw. So these are the only throws that we saw. 1,000 of green. All we saw were greens. Throwing to Team North with one exception, 48 minutes. That must be it. All right. Okay, GG. All right, this is good. I like these. I like these biter battles. Let's hope for some more of these in the future. I like the ones where you have a bank of players, and then you do team captains, and you pick them. Not just captains, but I like the old dodgeball method of, all right, 2 captains come out here. All the other players line up against the wall. Pick him, I 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 pick him. Last picked, and then you roll. All right, interesting throwback to biter battles. Nice job to Team Omni for staying with it, putting Team North on their heels early on, and getting after it. So good return. This is a little bit different than what we are used to seeing in the past. So hopefully we'll have a bunch more of these. All the links to everything related to this will be in the chat in the description below. If you have a question or comment, please leave it in the comment section below. I'll respond to. I think I respond to just about everything. If you like this sort of thing, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you get a notification every time I post a video. If you want to be part of the live chat, come by my Twitch link in the description below. And I don't really post on Twitter anymore, so if you want to know when I go live, make sure you either join the Discord and unmute my servers, because I'll at everyone whenever I go live. And then secondly, on the Twitch app, you can set the notification on my channel so it pops up on your phone whenever I go live. So thank you very much for being here. Thanks for all your support. We'll see you next time.